and welcome to GameSoup Plays Crypt of the Necrodancer. I am Ed.
This is Joe.
And this is Joe's first time playing the game. I bought the game on launch day, and I've played a ridiculous amount of it since then. I love this game. There's so much great about it, and I love to gush over it.
So should I hit the tutorial?
I think you should hit the tutorial first. That'd be a good thing to do. It takes a little bit of getting used to learn how to play.
Press any arrow key to the beat to move.
So you always move on the beat.
What if I stop moving? Do I die?
No, you won't die. You'll just lose your multiplier. So you have a coin multiplier at the bottom.
Oh.
Which you're going to need.
Am I on the beat? Am I missing it?
I think you're okay. No, I think you're good. You can look down at the bottom and sort of tell if you're easy. What am I saying? Early.
Oh yeah, I think I am.
There you go.
I'm bad at this.
It does take some getting used to. So this is the first level, Zone 1. So the important thing to know here is that every enemy has one attack pattern, and it never changes, which means you'll never get caught off guard.
So this is random, right? This is like a roguelike?
The levels themselves are randomly designed, and the enemy placements are randomly designed. Yeah. Which means you'll get different items every time you start over. So that's the edge of the level. You can't dig there. And so this soundtrack that we're listening to now is actually one of the remixed soundtracks that come with the game. Originally, when they first were developing the game, they only had one soundtrack. And upon release, they ended up with 3 different ones. So this is a slightly remixed version of the actual soundtrack. Oh, you're screwed, dude. You're screwed.
Can I not get out of it?
You can't get out. Well, you can light a bomb.
How do I do that?
Up here in the corner, down and left. So you're going to take some damage, though. But you can get out.
I see.
Yeah. So that's a trap. And there are ways to get around it. And that's your first boss. Oof.
I died.
You died.
Press up and down to continue?
Oh, no! I'll have to do that for you, because you're playing on a D-pad.
Okay, so I'm dead. That was it? That was my run?
That's your run.
Alright.
So, feel free to go back into Zone 1, or do whatever you want. Don't let me sway you. See, yeah, you have 0 gold right now.
This is like impossible to talk and play.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes.
Sorry. It's hard to talk over because you have to listen to it, right? I feel bad, man.
I got it.
All
You
right.
talk though.
Okay.
Tell us why you love the game.
Why I love the game. It's hard to say because there are so many reasons, but I'll try. For one thing, the soundtrack. So it's the same composer that did Super Meat Boy, Danny Baranowski, and the original soundtrack to this game is great, as are the remixes. So there's 3 different soundtracks. They're the same songs, but they're just, the instrumentation is different. But of course the tempos are all the same, so that with this first level, the tempo's a little bit slower. The next level, tempo gets a little bit faster, and by the end of this game, you're going so fast you almost don't have time to think. But it's the kind of game where when you get to that point, you're going to be much more skilled as a player. And you notice like there's no stats here. There's no like this enemy has this enemy deals 5 damage sometimes, but it also does a random amount of damage. Nothing's random in this game as far as enemies go. This blue guy will always jump down one spot, wait a beat, and then jump up one spot. That yellow enemy always goes in a square pattern every single step, every single turn. Oh, sorry. So, and the green slimes, they don't do anything. They stand in place.
So they go up and down.
Yep, and this pattern that you see is the only pattern they will ever have.
So how do I kill them? I just run up to them and hit them?
You can hit them from any angle as long as they're not about to run into you.
So if they... Okay, so they're attacking while they're moving. So if I hit them from, like, the left side...
Yep.
So I flank them from the left? Okay.
Yeah, you can't take damage at that point, yeah. So, yeah, this skeleton, he waits for one turn, and he'll jump towards you. So some of the early enemies don't attempt to follow you or engage you, like the slimes, but that skeleton will just chase you. And you have a broadsword now, and multiplier-based lights. That's why the multiplier is important. And you get that.
I can't get this.
You can't open that yet. You'll need a better weapon. So the multiplier you keep by staying on the beat and killing enemies and grabbing gold. Not bad. Not bad at all. So you still have some time left in this level if you want to explore it. It's up to you. Each level is timed because it's the length of the song. And once the song ends, you are automatically pushed to the next level.
Oh, just auto pushed? You don't die?
You don't die if you've killed the mini boss, which was that dragon thing.
I missed my beat there.
No, that's okay. You're almost at the end of this level anyway. But I think that's all there is in this level. These first levels are a little bit tiny, which is good because it takes a little bit getting used to here. But they get a little bit bigger. Alright, yeah, you can just leave then. That's a good idea. So level 2. Here we're introduced to Trap's water pits. And you didn't take damage from that. That monkey all it does is stop you in place. But if anybody else is heading towards you, then you'll take damage from them.
Yeah, like the monkey in Spelunky, right? Spelunky monkey.
Spelunky monkey, yeah. Okay, so here you have your first shop. So you can go in there, and
that was I was wondering what that was.
Yep, and now you're gonna die. So here's what happened. You stepped on that spike, the spike trap, which hurts you or enemies.
Yeah.
And then you fell through the trapdoor, and because you hadn't defeated that floor's boss yet, the trapdoor launched you into another room full of enemies, which wouldn't have happened if you'd already defeated the mini boss. So there's a lot to watch out for. And water tiles slow you down for 1 beat. Which I think, yeah, you can tell. Which can be bad if something's chasing you. But here you can just pretty much go in and massacre. These green guys don't do anything.
Oops. Oh, I screwed that up. I screwed that up pretty badly.
So I think my favorite thing about this game is how, as far as I know, there are very few games which match it in fairness of difficulty. And by that, I mean, in this game, if you take damage, there's a 99% chance that it was your fault. And I say this with... Oh, that's not bad. That's not a bad item. So every time you pick up gold, your next attack will deal maximum damage, which is, I think, 999, which kills everything in the game. So you can use that to your advantage. But, you know, as we said earlier, every enemy has a very specific attack pattern that never changes. So, unless you're sort of overwhelmed by just the sheer numbers, which does happen occasionally, but the levels are so big that you pretty much always have an out, you know? So the game has a very specific set of rules and plays by the rules, and never breaks them, which to me is the mark of quality difficulty balancing.
That thing seems to appear.
That ghost?
Jellyfish thing, yeah.
Yeah, so as long as you're facing him, he's like a boo.
Oh, I see.
But if you turn away from him, then he will turn solid and you can attack him. There you go.
Oh, okay. I was looking down.
Yeah. It gets a little overwhelming. Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting to reset you here.
Yeah, I'm using the controller.
Yeah.
And you can't press up and down at the same time on the controller. So we should probably make a shortcut of like A or something for that.
Yeah.
Actually, the throw is up plus down, so I can't use my throw weapon.
Oh, okay.
It might be useful to have, right?
Yeah, why don't we change that? Although I've never used throw, but you might want to, because I think different people will control completely differently here. You want to make it whatever you want.
Combo up plus down. X.
All right. Anything else? I think we're good.
Wait, does that make sense?
X to throw, X to restart.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Sounds good to me.
Is there anything else weird? Down and left. I used bomb for that. So, yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So every time I play this game, especially in this level, I think of Spelunky. For a lot of reasons. You know, it's got a very similar setting. This first zone is sort of like cavey a little bit. Sort of a similar feel as the first area of Spelunky.
Yeah, you'd say this game has a lot of influence from Spelunky.
I think so, yeah. And whether it's explicitly mentioned, you know, in developer interviews or whatever, I don't know. But the parallels are frequent, and you'll notice them. But they're done just as well, and in my opinion, sometimes better in this game, which is really saying something, because Spelunky is a nearly perfect game as well. So at that point, how do you compare two completely perfect games together? You really can't.
Oh, come on. No, press X button to continue.
There you go. So you can just do quick restart instead of going back to the lobby every time. And there's all kinds of stuff in the lobby that we haven't even got to yet, so we'll get there eventually.
Uh-oh. Jeez.
So you need a blue key, which is hidden somewhere in this stage. Okay, that's your boss.
He looks hard.
Yeah. He's a little tough. He just charges. There you go. I just saw that blue key over there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So they're usually pretty close together, the key and the chest. And you have 26, so you can get that red chest only. Okay. So you got a torch. So that increases your radius of vision. Yeah, your visibility. Yep. Exactly. Oh, that's good. That's a really good item. So blue chests don't always appear. In fact, they're fairly rare. Oh, but because you took damage, your torch broke. So some items in this game are fragile and break on damage.
I see.
When you take damage. Generally, the black chests are going to be holding most valuable equipment. Usually it's a weapon or a really good armor. Like that one. Yeah, that's a great weapon. Yeah, this game has a large variety of weapons. There's broadswords, long swords. I think you had the rapier last match. As you saw, daggers. There's whips. All kinds of stuff. And an equally high amount of armors, helmets, necklaces, that kind of thing, amulets, and shrines. Another parallel to Spelunky. Alright, not bad. So if you look in the mini-map there, it looks like there's that section in the middle there might be something. See that? You can dig towards that if you just hit up against the wall.
Here?
Well, here too, yeah. Yes, this was an area filled with bats. And yeah, there's a whole other room here, and there's a shop. So there's still a lot to this level.
How much money do I have?
You have 194, so you can buy everything if you want.
Oh, I dropped my weapon though.
But you picked up another one. Yeah, you picked up a cat of nine tails, which is a whip type item. So if you like it, keep using it. And you got an apple, so you might want to use it.
How do I do
Because
that?
up and left, yeah. In fact, you have more apples, it looks like, which you can use whenever, because you're still missing one heart.
Left plus right. Oh, I can't do that.
Can you do up and left?
Yeah. I can't do left plus right.
Yeah, you really can. Do you want me to change it?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll change that. Left plus right. Go for it.
I'll make it A, I guess. It's
Cool.
easy.
So you're starting to get a feel for the enemies here?
A little bit.
So, yeah. Well, good. Except for the bats. The bats their movements are entirely random.
Oh, for real?
Well, just the direction they move, yeah. But, I mean, you know if you're going to take damage from one, because they're going to be on the tile next to you, and you run into them. Basically, enemies are really only going to hurt you if you are on a crash course with them. You know, you're colliding, essentially. So you can sort of go parallel. Oh, that's a mimic. That is ultra rare, I think.
Oh, is it?
Blue chest mimic. Yeah, there's a lot of ultra rare events in this game, too. So that should give you really good treasure if you can manage to kill it, which I think you will, because it's kind of trapped in the corner. Dig anything, okay, yeah, that's one of the better shovels. Except it makes you take damage, so that's not great.
Oh, it does? Am I taking damage now?
It only takes damage on types of tiles that are like higher quality, I guess you might say. So like these brown blocks you can already normally break, but the ones with the white rocks in them you wouldn't normally be able to break. So when you break those, that's when you're going to take damage.
Oh, I see.
So it's probably the most powerful shovel. You can shovel anything, but it does have a downside. And most equipment is going to have some sort of downside. Whether it's like reduced range, or taking damage as a result. And so it really lets you take whatever playstyle you want to. You know, if you want to play glass cannon, like Joe just picked up the glass armor, which saves you from one hit of damage, and then the armor is shattered and broken, which makes you more vulnerable afterwards. You know, so. Not bad, not bad. So it lets you really take any playstyle you want to and are comfortable with. For me, that's usually like the turtle route, slow and steady. But I'm really bad at the game. I'm really terrible at this game, but it's so much fun.
I tend to play aggressively when I have an option, and both options are seem to be of equal outcome.
Yeah.
I tend to pick the aggressive play in this Hearthstone, well, in pretty much any game, card games and video games.
Okay, so you're at your first boss, King Konga.
Oh, this is cool drawing.
Yeah. Cool art. So you have 2 hearts. You have no healing items and 2 hearts.
What do I do?
Good luck.
Okay.
Walk up. You can go through the door.
Can't hear the music.
Oh yeah, you're right. Let me turn it up.
There we go.
I'll give you silence for this boss. Oh, did I do that?
I think so.
I did. Yeah, I'll give you silence here, because you might want to concentrate. And it's also important to look at every 8th beat is missing.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm missing. Okay, it's hard. I was starting to get used to the 7-beat thing. It's pretty hard.
You did really well. That was great. All right.
This is hard. This is a pretty hard game.
Yeah. And this is.
I'm not generally that good at rhythm games in general. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. I used to have trouble with Parappa the Rapper. The first one, but the second one I was able to beat pretty easily.
Oh, I think everyone had trouble with the first one. I had a lot of. It was really hard. I
yeah,
thought.
the beats seem to be just weird in that. I don't know. This seems to be a little bit more on beat. Like DDR is not as hard to follow. I guess for Rapper the Rapper maybe it's just difficult to follow.
In this game, there's a fair amount of leeway. As long as you generally hit within a certain time frame, you don't get, you don't lose anything. You don't lose health or anything. You don't have to be exactly on the beat. That's not the focus of it. You know, the focus is just to play in a constant rhythm, whether it's super accurate or maybe not so accurate. You know.
Yeah.
So, and these diamonds that you're picking up from time to time, you can spend those in the lobby. And since you're playing on my account, all the permanent upgrades that you can unlock in the lobby have already been unlocked, which I think includes maybe 2 heart containers of the ones that you have now.
So that means I'm having it a little easier.
A little bit easier, but again, 99% of this game is skill. So, you know, giving you an extra heart container isn't going to save you if you're still struggling to understand enemy patterns, you know?
Yeah.
So again, it's more about skill than just like brute forcing it or getting your numbers higher.
How much money do I have? Where's the money? Oh, there it is.
Upper right corner, yeah. So you can buy Compass, which does exactly the same thing it does in Spelunky.
Oh, it only costs 6?
Yeah, yeah. Some stuff is dirt cheap. And, And there are some secret tiles. So if you see that cracked white tile to your left over there, you might want to go investigate that. Now, I'm not positive if anything's going to happen.
Cracked white tile? Oh, there.
Over to the left, you can step on that that bomb pad, but yeah, you want to get out of the way. Okay, so there was something under it. So anytime there's a cracked tile like that, okay, so here you can sell your items. You probably don't want to sell anything, but there are a bunch of different shops of this type. Some of them you'll buy items. This one is selling, but just so you know those are there, you can blow those up.
Need a door?
No, you don't need any doors in this
I got
game.
hit because there was a zombie in the way.
That was weird. It's a real strange frame rate drop.
Yeah, that was weird. I was like,
I wonder
I had
if...
trouble keeping up.
Oh, I haven't checked the hard drive in a while. I wonder if it's getting full.
Maybe.
Oh,
I haven't been playing too many graphically intense games tonight, but... What's going on?
You stepped on that speed up tile, which sped up the game.
Oh, I see. Did I kill the boss?
You did. Yeah, that big yellow bat was the boss.
Oh, okay.
So tempo's a little bit faster now, you know?
Yeah.
Which makes it kind of tense.
That didn't do anything. I guess that would hurt the enemies.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the environmental hazards here are depend on they're context sensitive. They really depend on if anything's nearby or how close you are to them. Which is great because that means you can set up every level the way you want. Yeah. All right, so we're back. So if you remember back to Spelunky, there was a way to start at the second area instead of starting from the beginning every time. This game is the same way, only it's a little bit more lenient in that all you have to do is beat the first area, and then the second area becomes unlocked. So anytime after you beat the first area, you can just go right to the second area if you need to practice those songs or practice the enemies. Each zone has specific enemies, some unique enemies that are only found there. So, and you can also practice in the lobby. You can practice different enemy types or different mini bosses. This is where to get their patterns down. And the music, man. Did I mention the music yet? It's the best.
I'm not sure if the controller's responding every time I hit one of the keys. I think it's the controller, actually. I think.
Oh, you know what? It might not be calibrated.
I think pressing left on the controller sometimes doesn't go. Right now.
Really?
Yeah. It's not working, yeah.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Calibration. I didn't think about that, but the
I think
calibration
it's
on
better. I haven't gone left
Yeah.
that much though.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you in a second. How much money do I have? 24?
$24.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was that. I think that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't occur to me. That calibration between keyboard and gamepad might be different.
No, it's still happening. Unless I can't go left there.
You can.
It seems to work sometimes.
Maybe my D-pad just sucks,
I
man.
think it might be the D-pad on this controller.
God, it's garbage. If anybody wants to send me a Xbox controller for PC, please do it. I'll love you forever. No, I'll love you forever anyway for watching our channel. Thank you.
Alright, I'll just try not to do anything dangerous going left. Uh-oh.
Like this. Like fight a boss. Huh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think I just have to mash that shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. What's going on here? Am I stuck on a spider or something?
Now you're trapped with a monkey there. Well, you
Oh, I
were.
see.
Yeah. And
I'm
you're also
gonna die.
running out of time.
I am.
Yeah, the bars at the bottom turn red when you're about to run out of time.
Oh boy. Do I have any hearts? No, I don't have any apples or anything.
Half a
Oh, I'm
heart.
dead.
Nah, you got nothing, man. Go as far as you can. You have a good item.
I wasted it. Like a laser. Whoa. Whoa.
Kind of gets to be a little difficult when you have to manage all these different enemies, you know, and there's like 4 or 5 in the same room. You have to think about all their attack patterns. Like, what's that zombie gonna do? What's this blue slime gonna do, you know?
He seems to be trapped by the green slime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that happens a lot. Which is good. For you, you know?
Had to do it.
Whoa, this guy again. So it looks like these bats move every other beat, but if they're near you, there's a good chance they're gonna attack you.
Does that give me longer attack or something?
Yeah, this is a throwable spear, so if you want, you can throw it, but it lets you attack from 2 tiles away, regardless. So you're gonna want it. It has no downside compared to the dagger. So that's usually my play style. I like to get either the rapier or the spear, get 2 tiles away as much as I can. Because there's a lot of tough stuff in this game.
Oh, what's better, a rapier or a...
Probably rapier, because if you attack from 2 tiles away, you do double damage. So in this case, you would do 2 damage. So, probably a good idea. That's probably my favorite weapon. And I think I see a mimic down there. Oh.
That doesn't like attack horizontally like the sword, or like the other sword.
The broadsword? No,
Yeah.
it doesn't. No. So that's the idea. The broadsword will attack a couple spaces at once, you know, because it's so broad.
I see.
Yeah, every weapon has a very specific attack range. Like the whip will hit 5 spaces to your left and right along the next row. But you know, the spear only hits the 2 tiles in front of you.
Whoa.
So every weapon is different. Yeah, this is where the game gets intense. Stuff like this happens.
Oops. Oh, I can't get that gold here.
Nope, you need a stronger weapon to break open barrels. You can break open crates and barrels. I think you need a weapon that does either 2 or 3 damage. Which you probably don't usually get until a little bit later on in the run. But you could use a bomb. But you only start out with 1, so it's usually not a good idea to use that.
Oh no. Oh, okay, you don't get killed. It just slows you, that's right.
Sorry.
That's really bad in this game to get interrupted.
I know. See, this is like the worst possible game to have to pause. The one thing I will say about this game that it definitely needs, urgently, is when you pause the game, it should give you like a couple seconds to get back into it. You know, like, give you the rhythm that you were already at. Because now it's just, you hit escape, you pause, and as soon as you hit escape again to go back into the game, you're expected to hit the beat right away and know exactly where it is. You know, so it can be a little rough to get back into from a pause.
Yeah, this left arrow is not working too well. Wait. Yeah, it's really... Yeah, it's busted. It's like just busted.
Really?
Yeah. You can't go left.
Let me see.
Yeah. It like works sometimes. It seems to be working for you now. It seems to stop working though. Let me try again, because you're doing it. Yeah, no. Maybe I'm hitting it in the wrong spot. It's very finicky. I don't know. I'll try to finish this one.
Alright.
Yeah, this is rough. Yeah, this is no good. Yeah, it's weird how like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It seems to be working fine for you. If you hit it in a certain way, it seems to work.
Yeah, I never liked that D-pad. It's already bad enough as it is. My controller makes it worse.
Oops, that was no good.
Uh-oh. So you sped up the level and then blew up the pad, the level up pad, the speed up pad?
Yeah.
So now the entire rest of this song, the game is sped up. Which is super rare, it doesn't happen. Alright, nice. You got through. That's super rare. You don't usually blow up a speed up pad when it's already activated.
Yeah, that was another left. Trying to move left. Yeah. Indeed.
I don't know, man. I'll have to check it out later. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
That's bad. You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh, good game. Alright, you want to do one?
It's quite fun.
Show us how it's done.
Well, I don't know. So, before we get to that, let me show you the different... There's this many different characters. There's 10 different characters.
Oh, cool. Bolt like the dog?
Like the dog. I don't know, because I haven't unlocked him.
Bard.
But you'll see. So Bard is baby mode, in that you don't have to move on the beat.
Oh, okay.
You can move whenever you want. The character that I'm playing with right now, Arya, is you're only allowed to get the dagger. You die if you take any damage, and you die if you miss the beat.
That sounds like a harder version of the game.
It is insane, but it's also part of the main story, so I have to complete it.
Oh, cool.
So I'll show you what this is like. I'll go to Zone 4. So this is what the end game looks like. The difficulty...
You can only play Zone 4 with her or something?
She goes backwards. So
oh, I see.
Every other character starts at Zone 1. She starts at Zone 4 and goes backwards. So also, some really nice stuff in this game. There's a full level editor. You can play with the dance pad. You can do a full run through and enter your own seed, just like Binding of Isaac. You can enter a specific seed if you find one that you want to share with a friend.
Oh, I see.
There's a daily challenge.
So like Spelunky, where it's
yeah.
a random for everybody, the same
Exactly.
thing that's for everybody. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's really cool. Yep, and local co-op. And then every room here, like this is the room where you practice against mini bosses and bosses. This is the room where you practice using bombs or fighting dragons. This is the diamond dealer. So you collected 3 diamonds your last run. So this run you can buy whatever you want with your 3 diamonds. So I'm gonna use your diamonds and I'm gonna buy this item that lets me see all the items.
All right.
And there's a bunch of other really cool rooms. Janitor lets you remove items from the item pool. If you're trying to win with a character.
Oh, that needs a certain type of item. You can take something that you don't need.
Exactly. So I just missed the beat. So I wasn't. Yeah.
All right.
So Ring of Phasing. Also, I realized I'm not calibrated, so we'll see how this goes. Whoa. There was some serious lag. There we go. So I spent maybe about 2 hours today, just today, trying this level.
Is it not calibrated properly? Is that the problem?
I don't know.
So this is the last level?
This is the last area.
Yeah.
It seems okay, actually.
Wow.
Alright. So that's just to give you a sneak peek of the last zone.
Okay, that was fast.
This is the slowest tempo. I'll give it another shot. Because I haven't had a really good run. For whatever reason. Oh. So that killed me because I didn't have the key.
That guy fences with you.
Yeah.
Teleport.
What?
No, that guy teleported.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
yeah,
he
yeah.
said.
So you teleport to where he was standing when you killed him.
Oh, I see. Guess he can dig. Looks like an imp in Hearthstone. Makes the same kind of noises. Impish noises.
So there's a lot of enemies here. There's, oh my god, bomb wielding guys, harpy type enemies, statues that chase you, bats, the like. Ham and drumsticks. See, they're useless in this with this character because
you die in one.
yeah, exactly, and you can never increase your max health. Only ever have a half heart, which is really problematic.
Yeah, this seems nearly impossible.
It is. But there are harder characters than this. There's a character that combines this gameplay with the gameplays of 2 other characters. It's literally impossible. So you can't miss a beat ever. I think the calibration is off a little bit. So I'm really bad at this game. But I love it.
Well, I see.
Yeah.
I see why you love it. It's very neat. You've been telling me about it for a long time.
Yeah. It never gets old because every level is new every time.
Like, it's random.
Yeah. It's randomness well done.
Spelunky to the beat.
Yeah. So Crypt the Necrodancer, this is it. Maybe we'll get to play it again sometime.
Cool.
So did you enjoy it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing me Crypt the Necro.
My pleasure. And be sure to join us next time on GameSoup.